Hey y'all. Welcome back. Let me move this. This is lazy. This is my tablet that I watch my movies and everything on. This is lazy. So, welcome back. So, this will be a story time. That's what we'll do. This will be a story time. And the story time will be, I'm just going to name this like, everybody has had a past. Everybody has a past. Now, whether you stay stuck in your past and, you know, whatever you went through in the past, then, you know, that's a decision you make. Or, you know, you decided to become a better person, to try to level up out of, you know, poverty, or, you know, being poor. You know, that's on you. I feel like everybody has the option, you know what I'm saying? It may be harder for some, but everybody has the option to, you know, just do better. It's all in your mindset. So with that being said, this is going to be a story time. And I want to start off by saying, I'm nowhere near perfect, and God is still working on me. So, and I want to preface that with saying, I'm a guarded person. If y'all probably didn't get that already, I'm a guarded person. But I'm a guarded person because I don't like mess. So normally I just kind of sit quiet and just kind of peep, you know, the setting, and then I'll, you know, move in and interact, you know, accordingly. I don't like drama. I don't want to put myself in drama because I feel like I come a long way with schooling and being in debt for school to like lose it for something stupid. So therefore I just keep myself out of situations. So in my past, and even like, I'm not in my past, but currently, if I, you know, show some interest in a guy, I'm like the most up for it person there is, because I don't have time for you to be playing games with me. And if that's what you want to do, then move on to the next person. I'm not the type of woman that's going to sit in a situation that is bad for me mentally and probably physically, but sit in it only because financially it's beneficial and you don't want to have to, you know, split things 50-50 or whatever the case may be. I'm just not dealing with that type of stuff. Because I love me more than a man probably would ever love me. Well, I don't want to say that because they got some men. No, I'm not going to say that. But I love me. And I'm not going to put my life at risk, because when people sit around and make these stupid comments that, you know, a real woman is going to stick by a man. Why the hell would you stick by a man who's out here cheating? And then on top of the fact that they cheating, not not you having protective sex. So you willing to put your life in danger and stay with a nigga that's out here being reckless with his doggone ping? Yeah, nah, that ain't me. So with this story time, when I'm involved with a person, I tell every man I'm very, very in tuned with you. I make sure I know everything about you. And at this point in my life, I actually do background checks. You know, yeah, I'm doing background checks, and I would suggest that you ladies also do background checks, because people be lying, men and women. People be lying, and I need to know what I'm dealing with. So, I was dating this guy, and in Austin there is this club. I think it's still open. It's called Midtown. Midtown was that was that spot. I mean, even now for me, I will go because the food was off the chain, and that DJ was A1. Like, he was A1. He just knew how and when to play each song. So I'm never will forget this. So I was in a club, and this guy was standing against the wall. Now, like I said before, I pay attention to everything. Like, I'll even watch the niggas that be in the club, if they go up to several different people, women, you know what I'm saying, trying to holler. When you come to me, it's a no-go. Because at this point, I feel like you trying to see which one or how many numbers can I get. And I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm not them. I'm not her. I hold myself to some higher self, you know. You mess with me, I'm not dealing with a lot of stuff. So there was this guy, and we're going to call him... We'll call him Anthony. So Anthony, I would see him all the time in a club, and he would stand up against the wall. I never ever seen him with a woman, but he flirted and be with a lot of women. So it's kind of like you knew that he probably was, you know, doing some things or whatever. That's what it gave off to me. So one day I was in the club with one of my friends. We're still friends today. And I was coming out the bathroom, and he stopped me. And he was like, so, you know, what's up? You know, asked me my name. I told him my name and so forth. And he was like, well, you know, I like to get to know you. Can I get your number? And I was like, I just told him straight up. I said, listen, and my exact words were, I'm not the one to be played with. I see how you move, and you're not gonna be able to move like that with me. I know that you flirt with a lot of women, and you know a lot of people. Because I'm from Corpus Christi, which is down south. He's from Austin, and he knows everybody in Austin. So to me, he already had a leg up, because I didn't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get out there. Even now, well, I'm not in Austin right now, but even when I was there, I just don't get out like that to try to know everybody. I have my select handful of friends, and that's just what it is. I don't need to get to know like everybody, but you know, he's from there and he went to school there, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I tell him that, and so forth. I was like, yeah, you know, we can talk and see, you know, what's up, but I'm not that person. And I let him know, because you never seen him with a female. If you're dealing with me and we decide to be in some sort of relationship, like, you ain't gonna be able to, like, and we ain't in the club together. Nah, we ain't hiding. Like, you're not gonna be like we ain't doing that. Like, we ain't doing that. Like that's just not what it is. So we exchanged numbers, this, that, and the third. We talked on the phone, and then I'm asking questions about him. I have a type, but I don't have a type. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do have a type, as I prefer a man over 6 feet. I prefer a man that has, arms. They can be a little chunky, but I prefer a man with arms and, kind of a somewhat of a build. But I prefer, they definitely have to be, I prefer, it's a minimum 6'1". Now, have I messed with somebody that was maybe 5'10"? I have, but it just was not, and it never lasts anyway. So anyway, we talked on the phone, and I'm asking him, about his, about himself. I was back then I was a LVN. He had graduated from Houston-Tillotson, and Houston-Tillotson is a private college in Austin, and it's expensive. So, I was like, okay, he has, a bachelor's in business. So I was like, okay, what I'm saying? I could probably, work with that. Maybe he's just not used to a particular type of woman. I don't know. Let's just see, what happened. He came from a well-to-do, family. His dad was a police officer, and his mom was the principal. I think a principal or administrator at a school. So, he came from like pretty good, good background. So, we started dating and stuff like that. And I let him know, I said, listen, I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to, when I say everything, I mean everything. I'm looking if, you're not answering your phone, or you turn your phone upside down so the name won't pop up on the screen. This was probably like maybe 17 years ago. Yeah, maybe like 17 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. And, he seemed, cool. I have to kind of like work with him. And at the time, like I said, I was like 35. So now would I do any of that, what I did then? No. As far as teaching him how to teach, how to not treat me, because he didn't treat me bad, but he didn't do a lot of things because a lot of women did not require that of him. As far as like going to the movies, he was like, "Why I need to go to the movies? I can go and go get the, back then, you go get the CDs, the movies and stuff. I go get that, and we could just, watch it here." And I'm like, no, it's not the same. going out to eat. Like actually he just did not do that. And I was like, that is so freaking weird. And I'm like, well, with me, like, you don't have to do that. Like, spoiling me, to the point, like, I'm not a person with, like, I'm not into the, Valentine's thing. I don't like roses. I like tulips. And if you do give me roses, I don't care for them to be red. They can be other colors. But I like tulips, that type of stuff. So I was like, okay, if he's willing to make these changes, I would be willing to just see where it goes, right? So, and I have a lot of stories on this situation, but I'm going to tell you the story that made me say, nope, I'm done. And I think at that time we had dated for like 5 years. I'm done. Like, you gonna have me. I'm gonna be behind bars. Cause I just don't play them. I just don't play them freaking games. And I don't understand with men. If a woman tell you they don't play no game, they don't play those type of games and what they looking for. And if you know that's not where you at, then tell that woman that's not where you at. Because everybody, you don't know where a person, what they dealing with, like, mentally, or how they can react to certain situations. Like, it didn't make sense. So back then I used to go to the gym a lot, which, gosh, it is so hard to get back into the gym, but I have to. I'm just not used to having this much weight on me. So I was at the gym, and I had called him, and he didn't answer his phone. And I was just like, that's weird. He didn't answer his phone. So I was like, okay, when I get out the gym or whatever, I'm gonna go through there. I'm gonna see what's up. So I go over to his house, right? His car there. So I'm like, why this nigga ain't answer the phone? So I called him again. He still answered the phone. So I'm like, okay, his car there. So I said, let me go holler at him. Let me go up to and knock on his door. So I went to his door. I'm going up to the door. I hear music playing. Who you playing slow jams with? Who you playing slow music with? In the house. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. So I'm knocking on the door. He ain't answer. So I keep knocking. So then I was kicking at the door. I said, listen here. I said, nigga, let me tell you something. I know you in there because you're playing music and your car is here. So open the door. So when he opened the door, right? When he opened the door, he had on like 2 pair of pants, and they weren't even all the way zipped up, and he had a shirt on. Then he was kind of like blocking the entrance of the door, so he kind of opened it up where he can peek out, but it was dark in the house. And I was like, what's going on? Like, I didn't call you. He talking about, what you doing over here? I said, what you mean? What you doing over here? He said, you don't just pop up over here. I said, nigga, I'm fucking you. We're in a relationship. Oh, I pops up over here just like you can pop up over my house. Like, I don't play them games. So what's really going on? He was like, no, I was in here asleep and stuff like that. I said, why your pants is open up like that? Like, what's going on? You got on 2 pair of pants. What's going on? He was like, no, nothing. I was like, I wasn't feeling good. I said, but you playing slow music. So I was like, open the door, let me in. He was like, nah, man, go home. I said, open the door, let me in. He was like, nah. So I kicked the door open. When I kicked the door open, he flew back. And then there's a bitch. I'm not even gonna call her a bitch. I'm gonna take that back because you know what? My problem and my dealings was with him. So it was a female on the couch. I was like, "What's up? Like, did you know he in a relationship?" She was like, "No, he didn't tell me he was in a relationship." I said, "Tony," I said, "Anthony, you didn't tell him you in a tell her you're in a relationship?" He was like, "Nah, I mean like." We wasn't doing it. I'm like, y'all wasn't doing nothing. It seemed like you had the music playing, you got the lights low, looked like you finna, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably had already did something, looked like you was in the middle of doing something. I was like, so what's up? So, I tell her, I was like, you may want to get your stuff and go, cause it's gonna be a problem. Now, here's the funny thing. He in the living room with the girl. And who comes out the back room? His friend. His best friend. And I'm sitting up here, what kind of kinky round the way, what is underground railroad? What's going on? Like, but I don't remember if his friend had a girl in the bedroom or not. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because that wouldn't make sense for him to be in the living room with a girl and his friend to be in his room with a girl. So I just know that he was back there. So he come out and I'm like at this point I'm like, I blacked out. I'm like, you got me bent. You got me bent. I told you I don't play these games. This is like we're like 4 or 5 years. I told you I don't play these games. You're not gonna get me caught up in no mess. You're not gonna get me being a laughing stock because honestly I'm not from here. So you know what I'm saying. I'm out here with you and they probably laughing at me talking about, oh, she thinks she got him like that, but she don't know he no good. Like no. So I'm like looking around and I see a machete. I see a machete. So I'm like, okay, is that what we doing? Hold on. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on, y'all. 28, 29, 30. Okay. Wait. Hold on. 28, 29. I just got confirmed shifts for those days. Even a minute ago. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to confirm some shifts. I am available 11, 11. Wait, I think she told me. No, I think she. Wait, hold on. I can't pick. Wait. Sorry. Okay. So let me tell this other lady. I just booked for next. Just got booked for the days next week. So my little bones. All right. Okay. So, God dang it. Oh my God. So, I see a machete and I blacked out. My temper was like bad back then. Like I'm a reactor. Especially, like, I don't know, the pet peeve for a man for me is I cannot stand for a man to lie. And it's one thing for you to lie. Or come tonight? No. Hold on. No, I can't. I told you I'm available 11/19, 11/20. Days are in my previous text. Okay. I'm sorry, so sorry. I wish I could. Okay. Wait, did I send that? Hold on. Okay. I can't, listen, for me as a nurse, if you like need me, I can't do last minute. I don't know how people can do it. I can't do, if I work at night. So I can't do last minute. You calling me at 2, 3 o'clock, asking me to be in at 6:45, 7 o'clock. I can't do that. I got to get me some rest. But anyway, back to the story. So I'm like, he's like running around, the house, and I'm chasing him like you push me there. You know what I'm saying? So then now we outside, and he's running around the car, and he's like, but I love you, I swear. I'm like, I love you. I ain't mean to hurt you. I'm like, no. I said, nigga, like, I told you I don't do that. I don't do those games. Like, stop playing with me. You're not gonna, be out here doing things, give me an STD or something I can't get rid of. Like, I don't play that. Like, I just don't be out there like that. So I'm like chasing him. And then his friend come outside. He was like, at least don't do this. You know what I'm saying? He really care for you. This, that. I'm like, nigga, ain't nobody even talking to you. Like, you was with the mess. So he was in the room. You ain't stopping then. So what, like, you can't say nothing to me. So then, eventually, I probably like after 5 minutes, I kind of snapped out of it. And I said, you know what? You're not even worth it. Like, I have kids. My kids are young. I have kids at home. And I'm about to sit up here and lose it all over a sorry piece of man that ain't worth my time. Like, no. So I just like, dropped the little thing, the instrument I had in my hand, and then, he's like, well, let's talk about it, And I was like, no, please, let's talk about it. I'm like, what do you want to talk about? You didn't want to talk about it before. You want to be out here, making me a laughing stock and playing with me. Like, what is there to talk about? And he was like, well, we could work it out. Because, see, at this moment, you have pushed me to a level where I know if I can't trust you and you broke trust, and we ain't married. So, if I can't trust you, there's like nothing. There's like nothing. No, I didn't. No. Read my text. It was a misunderstanding. No, I know. Availability. So, I text you those days. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I can't do last minute. No, just say, oh, I didn't. I sent you those days. Like, I didn't say I was. She may not never use me. I don't do no last minute stuff. Anyway, so I was like, you know what? You're not even worth it at this point. Let me just go and go home. I ain't no need to talk about it or whatever. I got in my car and I went home. And I called my mom and I told her what happened. And she was just, well, you know, she was just like, I told you, you know, he wasn't right for you, but you kept saying he had potential. And I was like, yeah, I did feel like he had potential because he, you know, had a degree, came from a good family, but he had potential. I said, but okay, you know, I was wrong, and you know, now I'm done with that. But her problem with me was more of that I was going to do something, or I attempted to do something that would have taken me away from my kids. And I was like, I know. And you know, thank God that he snapped me out of that thought process, because it just wouldn't have been good, and I would have, you know, whatever. So now I'm even more like cautious and stuff with when it comes to me and this lady. She ain't gonna use me no more. Well, she ain't never used me before, but if she don't use me no more, then that's fine. I mean, like, I've never worked at that hospital. I cannot do last minute stuff. My contract starts. They've been pushed up. It starts on Monday. The other one, they ain't said nothing yet about it. So, you know, anyway. So I said all that to say this, ladies. When the red flag is there, or if you catch your dude doing something he ain't supposed to do, I can't tell you what to do, but for me, I think of it like this. If he out there with this woman, and this woman, and I know, and especially in this day of time, because you see all these people sleep with these celebrities and they getting pregnant. These people ain't using protection. I would not do it. I would not mess with them. It's not worth a death sentence, which is the risk that you take in every time you take them back. If you mess up maybe once, okay, that's fine. But if he a serial like cheater, I wouldn't continue to keep messing with somebody like that. Like, we owe it to ourselves to want better for ourselves. We owe it to ourselves to have a man that respects us and wants to make us happy, and you know, and gives us love, and vice versa. I just felt like, choose you. Choose you. And pray on it, and then I'm sure, you know, I'm sure God will send you that man that you're supposed to have. For me, I'm at this time in my life, I'm on a mission, and so I'm not interacting with anybody. But if and when I do, they're gonna know my stance, and my stance still it will still be the same. Now, the only thing that I think that has changed about my thought process is marriage. I don't think I would want to be. I would have to be married. I don't know about that, but yeah, you know, think about things before you like just accidentally just throw everything away behind somebody, and then you behind bars and you thinking, man, I shouldn't have did that, or I should have listened to my friends, or listened to my mom, or I should have left earlier. We are so much more than a trash can that a man can just do anything to us. We are so much more than that. And I'm saying love you, love yourself. Pray to God to get, and work on yourself. When you work on yourself and you are in your, you sitting in your being, and you just thinking of things that you may, that you like about yourself, you don't like about yourself, things you want to change about yourself, ways of how, if you have low self-esteem, how you can do things to feel better about your self-esteem. Like, do those things. Don't let a man knock you off your square. Yes, they good to have around, but don't let them knock you off your square. And that's all I have to say about that. So, until the next one, I will see y'all again later. Y'all have a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.
All she does, pacing back and forth. This dog is lost and looking for its mommy. Go to the garage and check, Lassie. Go to the garage. Yeah, you keep doing the same old, circling. Yeah, that ain't gonna help. She's not in the circle. Maybe she's over there. Go look.
Like away from Donald Trump.
No, it doesn't change.
You can read the writing on the wall that he's going to end up
check it.
Isolated and shamed.
Is she over there?
More of them may want to just
the car's there, but she's not there.
Sometimes there's an objective factual record about where they were.
I knew you're going to check it. Yeah, no, you smell her, but you don't see her. I get it. Are you going to stop? No, you're going to check the other side of the house? You're going to go to the back door? You don't know what to do with yourself, girl. Your mama did it. Your mama did it. Say something, girl. Say something.